Today is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022, and we have another update on the spread of the monkeypox virus. You can see here our new numbers for each country, and this will be an update for Monday, June 13th, and as well today, June 14th, the new numbers and data that we have received over that period. So first off, the United Kingdom on Monday, June 13th, reporting an additional 104 cases of the virus, bringing the total number in the country to 470. We can see here the breakdown by parts of the UK: 452 in England, 12 in Scotland, 2 in Northern Ireland, and 4 in Wales. United Kingdom, the country with the most cases of this virus in the world, 470, and 104 cases being the most new cases in a single day in the country. Germany today reporting an additional what appears to be 40 cases, and that is after having reported an additional 24 cases yesterday, Monday, June 13th. So cumulatively over the past 2 days, an additional 64 cases of the virus. Today's increase of 40 being the largest single day increase for Germany. And as you can see here with our update from the Robert Koch Institute, that brings the total number of cases in Germany to 229, and that continues to be distributed across 11 federal states as listed there. Canada reporting an additional 7 cases of the virus, bringing their total number of cases to 122. We can see here that as of Monday, June 13th, there are now 18 confirmed cases of the virus in the city of Toronto, which is Canada's largest city. That is an addition of a couple of cases from the last time that this was updated. There are also an additional 23 suspected cases of the virus in the city that the Toronto Department of Health is currently investigating. Also in the province of Ontario, Toronto is in the province of Ontario, by the way, we have our first case of the virus being identified in the Middlesex, London section of the province. And you can see more details here about that. It's in the southwestern Ontario region, and so far the person was diagnosed with the virus. They have no close contacts. So that will continue to be monitored. Nonetheless, 122 confirmed cases of the virus thus far in Canada. Here is the most recent update about the outbreak from the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. We can see here that there are a total of 65 confirmed cases of the virus. Last time that we looked at this page, there were 49, so that means that there have been additional 16 cases on Monday, June 13th and Tuesday, June 14th. So a total of 65 cases in the United States. California reported an additional 4 cases of the virus, bringing the total number of cases in that state to 15. Illinois also reported an additional 4 cases, and that brought the total number of cases in that state to 8. More recently, we had an update from the Illinois Department of Health, or specifically the DuPage County Department of Health. This is in suburban Chicago. They reported the first case there, which was the first case in the state outside of Chicago. That was announced over the weekend, and they say that it involved an adult male who traveled internationally in the past month to a country where the virus has been identified. Nonetheless, the first case in suburban Chicago. Not so much information about the other 4 cases that were detected in the state, but a total of 8 cases, according to the CDC. Hawaii reporting 2 new cases, bringing the total number of cases there to 5. If you remember last time, we did an update on Hawaii. There were reports of community spread of the virus. Unclear whether these 2 new cases are related to community spread or are related to known infections, but nonetheless, total of 5 cases in the state of Hawaii. Colorado reporting 1 new case of the virus, bringing the total number of cases there to 4. Massachusetts reported an additional 2 cases of the virus, bringing it to 3. If you remember, Massachusetts was the first state to report a case of the virus, the first in the whole country. And in terms of more details about these specific cases, we can see that they're in 2 adult men. Both are isolating, and perhaps most importantly, neither of them have a known link to the first case. The implication of that being that this was acquired by community spread. It's not entirely clear how one of these individuals came to be infected with the virus and then subsequently infected the other person. But nonetheless, there are a total of 3 cases of the virus in the state of Massachusetts. We also had that report last week from Rhode Island suggesting that there was community spread of the virus in Massachusetts, this only continuing to suggest that that is the case. Georgia reporting an additional 1 case of the virus, bringing the total number of cases there to 2. And lastly, Ohio, yet another state, reporting its first case of the virus. The Ohio Department of Health Director Bruce Vanderhoff making that statement, but the director did not make any comment about where exactly in the state the virus was identified, other than that it was in a male patient. So that is the update for the United States, bringing the total number of cases to 65. Several new cases in multiple different U.S. states, and Ohio reporting its first case of the virus. Numbers continue to increase over the past few days. This brings us now to Switzerland. Switzerland reporting an additional 5 cases of the virus, as you can see here on their website. And that brings the total number of cases in the country to 19. Not a lot of information about where exactly these cases are, but nonetheless, 19 total cases in Switzerland. We also have an update from Slovenia. Slovenia reporting an additional case of the virus, bringing the total number of cases there to 7. So 7 cases of the disease in Slovenia. We also had an update this morning from Austria. Austria had reported its first case quite some time ago, nonetheless now reporting that there are 4 confirmed cases of the virus. So that's an additional 3, and for total 4 cases of monkeypox now reported in Austria. Furthermore, we had an update a few days ago from the Argentinian government confirming a 3rd case of the virus in the country, a 36-year-old citizen residing in the capital, Buenos Aires, and they are in good health. So that is Argentina's 3rd case of the virus. We had another update from Mexico. Mexico appearing to report its 2nd case of the virus, and also the 2nd in its capital, Mexico City. Nonetheless, this here being the 2nd confirmed case of the virus in the country and in the capital, Mexico City. And then 4 countries reporting their first case. Romania reporting its first case yesterday, Monday, June 13th. Romania confirms its first case of the virus in a 26-year-old male from the capital, Bucharest, with a history of international travel. And also this morning, news of Venezuela reporting its first case of the virus. The Venezuelan government saying that they have reported the first case of the virus in a man who entered the country in its main airport in Caracas after arriving from Madrid. Madrid, we know, having a significant outbreak, around 200 cases of the virus, and Spain itself experiencing a significant outbreak of this disease. So that is the update for Monday, June 13th, and Tuesday, June 14th. We have several hundred new cases of the virus over the past few days, and the total number of cases worldwide, at least confirmed, coming to 1,693, with 51 suspected, for a total of 1,744 confirmed and suspected cases of the virus. We continue to expect this outbreak to continue to grow over the coming days, and it remains to be seen how that case growth will eventually slow or be stopped. Nonetheless, we continue to follow the outbreak, and we will be sure to update if there's new important information. Thank you.